Dames en heren, wij beginnen weer aan een nieuw avontuur. Opnieuw een avontuur aangeraden door de Grote Goeroe. Disco Elysium. De relatief oude game. Maar we gaan toch hier aan beginnen. Adviezen van de Grote Goeroe moeten wij niet in de wind slaan. Dus we gaan op nieuw game drukken. En kijken wat er gebeurt. Ah. Select Archetype. Ja. Sensitive. Magnetic personality but unstable. Physical. Lekker mappen. Get things done but dumb as a rock. Ja, kijk. Kijkend naar wat hier te zien is, denk ik, als ik mezelf moet nemen, denk ik, extreem intelligent, weet leuke feitjes, originele ideeën, ja, slecht met mensen. Ik ben wel een denker. Ja. Ben ik wel. Ik voel me wel verbonden met de denker. Begin.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever.
Okay.
Never, ever.
Keep on non-existing. Nee, ik ga vragen stellen.
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Okay.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. I know you do, baby. I know. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Allons-y. Let's go. Of, I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me.
Alright.
Nee, we gaan.
Nothing down to fuck all, borough. Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will. The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting.
There's a head attached to my neck and I did it. We hebben een conscience.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Het limbisch systeem, dat is
A fiery
gevoelens.
streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice to name a motor carriage.
Medium succes. Open your eyes. Oké. Wij liggen hier voor Pampus in onze onderbroek met een fles wijn. Lijkt het? Ik zie daar linksonder een hele vage tekening van mezelf. Ik kan klikken op deze wijnfles. De fles is leeg. Oké. Wat is dit? Tore out the tape while the song was playing. Rolling empty. Hier is een bad. Hold tab to highlight. Ah. Dus een kledingstuk. Take all. Item gained. Een shirt. Hier is een spiegel. Kan ik tegen praten?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities, virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no.
Logic succeeded.
Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just a vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either.
We hebben een grote neus.
Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
I think I'm a superstar. Ja.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your
We hebben
face.
een bijzonder wit
wait,
gezicht.
is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
For the ladies. Charm, ja.
There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Maar dit zijn de kansen op succes. Ah.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment,
Dobbelen is
free
een bekenning.
market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume la Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression. Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. Some 20-odd years. There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. Humanity has run aground in that time.
Het is wel bijzonder dat deze spiegel tegen mij praat ook.
The expression is a relic. You have some understanding of the near history of disco. The rest is darkness. Aside from the useless fact that the motor carriage outside was a caprice canema. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want.
Ik heb een gedachte erbij gekregen.
Some of the stardust will return.
Maar er staat hier +2, know the origin, maar het is very low.
It's too late. Like an image on film.
Failure.
The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
We hebben Guillaume Le Million gekregen. Temporary research bonus -1 logic. Research time 4 uur en 30 minuten. Whatever happened, his aim remains for until it begot the termination while you suffered and suffered. Oké, ik kan dit internaliseren. Unlock. Kan ik niet betalen. Unlock a new slot to research the thought. Date, AZ. Ik heb alleen Guillaume Le Million om aan te klikken. Nou, laten we internalizen. Wat gebeurt er dan? Niks. Stop. %. Oké. Let the mirror be for now. Oké, dan is hier een kledingstuk op de bank. Of op, ja, dat is een bank of een bed. Het is ook een zootje. Disco ass blazer. Jacket, shirt. Daar krijg ik ook spullen voor. Of verbetering. Hier ligt een broek. Flare cut trousers. Dit is een kapot raam. Daar kan ik ook mee praten, zie je. Dat is om gedachten te
window
krijgen.
stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Even naar buiten kijken.
The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
92% kans op succes.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Ah.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object.
Ja, er is iets naar
There are
buiten
no
gegooid.
fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be
Dat
outside.
lijkt me wel goed, ja. I should go and get that shoe.
Pushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Gained experience +5. Find your other shoe. Er is geen map. Dan is hier nog, er ligt nog iets. Empty cassette.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium
Key to
ring.
room 1.
There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Nou,
The whirling in rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dockworkers.
en die hangt nog een schoen. Laten we die ook maar meenemen. Een halve schoen. Of één schoen. Een halve schoen. Green shoe, left foot. Die doen we dan ook aan. Nu heb ik ook 1 schoen aan. Verder is hier binnen de ventilator nog aan te klikken. Daar hangt
This
iets in,
fan
een
has 2
stropdas.
changeable switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now. You reach out to grab the tie. But
Lol.
what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. This is bad.
Lekker hoor.
Feels like
92% kans op succes.
Keeping you from moving
Ik faal. Ik krijg een hartaanval.
for quite a long time. Still ongoing. Now is a good time to start worrying. Finally, the pressure recedes.
Oké.
You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move, hoping it will keep you from dying. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. The lights are off.
Ja, en die kan ik nu niet meer doen. Hier is nog een achterdeurtje. Kunnen we daar nog kijken wat dat mij biedt? Die achterdeur. Het stinkt hier in de badkamer. Ik kan die achterdeur niet in. Ik kan ook niet sneller lopen dan dat ik loop. Deze deur had ik de sleutel van. Ben ik buiten? Er is een persoon. Het is een maart.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her
Klaasje.
lips.
Miss Oranje.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
No.
Waarom noem je mij officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Lol. We hebben geheugenverlies.
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time. You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less. Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Suggestion. 3%. It cannot be retried. Oké.
Could it be because of the drinking?
Zou kunnen.
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Let her know you want her physically. Nee.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Good to know.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Yes?
Lekker hoor.
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music. I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. Oh, yes. Various artists.
Disco muziek.
Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on. I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace. A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it. Yes, there was a church in
Gained
there.
experience,
A really
omdat
small
ik
church.
bewijs heb
Like the
aangedragen.
smallest,
Lekker hoor.
saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself is very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me. Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
Ah,
No, it didn't sound like there was a fight. It sounded like someone was trashing their room. A window was
sorry
smashed.
hoor.
The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed
Ik
out.
wil meer informatie, ik ben een denkman.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore.
This type of
I may have
animal.
misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it. You're in a hostel, sir. We are in Revachol.
Revachol.
Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation.
Nu komt
Half a
hier
century
voorkennis weer
after
van
a
ons
failed
naar boven.
world revolution, she is central to our moment in time.
Forever and ever.
And ever and ever,
Shivers.
out of the corner of your eye, you see the hair on the back of your hand standing on end. It feels as though low-grade lightning
Het zijn
is
allemaal
coursing through you.
gevoelens en
You must be
gedachten
hypersensitive
die
from
mij
the
besturen, lijkt het.
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city. It's 51. Yeah. Glad to have been of assistance.
Nou, dankjewel, Klaasje. Ze heeft ook iets laten liggen hier. Een sleutel. Oh nee, een sigaretje. Wat is dit voor deur? Dit is op slot. Haar deur kan ik aanraken. Hier ligt nog iets. Ik kan de trap af. Dan kan ik bij haar aanbellen waarschijnlijk. Ik weet niet of ik daarop zit te wachten. Dan gaan we naar beneden. Er zijn heel veel personen. Veel personen, veel spullen. Een bordje op de deur, dat is waarschijnlijk om naar buiten te gaan. Wat is dit? Muziek. This is where the lyrics would be. Een karaoke set is het. Dus een scorebord, lijkt het. Een speaker. Hier ligt iets, dat kan ik meenemen. Een healing item. Een waterkoeler. Kan deze man mij nog... Oh, wacht, ik heb een gedachte. Gisteren heeft hier een vrouw gewerkt. Vandaag een man.
In his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make
Veel.
some small talk. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown
Empathy.
seabird
Ik heb weinig
lies among
empathy,
piles of
blijkbaar.
posters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. The small steel tag says as much. The Great Skua.
The Great
Stay
Skua.
Aquarius Skua.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. A competent work of tech. Looks like the bird. This is the Great Skewer. The small steel tag says
Misschien
as
kunnen we hem
much.
helpen. Ja.
The Great Skewer. Stegoarius Skewer.
Look, your buddy. Why don't you go and talk to him?
He pretends not to.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
Understood. En hij zegt dus dat onze vriend zit bij de deur. Ik heb een gedachte. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Oké. Hier is een deur. Deur open om 4 uur. Pinball machine is unplugged. Wie is dit?
Hello, sweetie.
Lena. Cryptozoologist. Dat zijn mensen die zoeken naar beesten die niet bestaan. Mijn colleague is deze oranje man. Hier ligt nog iets. A bottle of rum. Hier is een dronken man. Sleeping dog worker.
A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo.
Ja, spullen
Santiago
stelen.
S. John.
Nee, ik ga niet spullen stelen. Ik ben een vriendelijke man, hè. Geen dief. Hier is allemaal niks meer aan te klikken. En dan gaan we toch maar praten met onze vermoedelijk collega.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Nou, Hans schudden.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Invent a name for yourself. Oké.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
Oké.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually.
We hebben inderdaad met
Have
de
you had
manager
time to talk
gepraat,
to
maar
the
die
manager?
was boos.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well.
De
I
scene,
understand the
dat is
scene
een
is all
crime
right,
scene.
right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that?
We hebben met
Maybe
iedereen
it's
gepraat
nothing
met
to
wie we
district
konden praten,
practice.
volgens mij.
Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Nee.
So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse.
We zijn in elk geval eerlijk tegen hem, dat scheelt.
If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, The dead body should be our number one concern.
Oké, let's go.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter.
Huh?
My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down
Eerlijk zijn
should
over dat we
still
geen
take
badge hebben.
precedence.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Oké. Ik heb ook hier weer dingen gekregen, hè. Interview the manager, inspect the body, report your badge missing. Allemaal taken die wij nu kunnen uitvoeren. Oh, hier hebben we gedacht als ik hier loop.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes. Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it. The sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn of the century. It's common even now, after 50 years.
Nou, autosave. Lekker hoor. Gaan we hier dan checkpointen met die autosave? Ja. Quick save hebben we ook nog. Even checkpointen met de autosave. We hebben onze collega gevonden. En dan gaan we in de volgende video de interviews uitvoeren. Dus graag tot dan!